we're going to be taking a look at how you can deploy your React application. So this whole time we've been developing stuff locally on our own computer, and now we're going to take our application or our website and put it on the internet so anyone can access it. So I'm going to be taking the to-do list that we built yesterday and put that up on the internet. So to do this, the first thing I'm going to do is do Npm Run Build. And this is inside of Terminal, and I have the folder Practical React open. So when I run Npm Run Build, this is something that the project boilerplate that we're using, Create React App, does, and it handles for us. So what it's going to do is it's going to take our code, bundle it, minify it, which means make it small. And we can see that if we click on the build over here. So we just got a new folder that was created called build, and this contains our entire website. So we can see the index.html, and this is what I mean by minified. So it's all on one line and it's squished together. And the reason why it's done that way is it's faster to download because there's less space and less bytes to be downloaded. And if you go inside of static.js, you can actually see here's your JavaScript file right here, and it's all minified and small and looks like complete garbage right now, but it's actually your code, but it's just made so it loads faster. So that's something Create React App does. It bundles it all in this website. So now we have our whole website contained in this build folder right here, and that's what we can now deploy, and that's what we want to put on the internet. And so there's lots of ways to actually host your website. The place that we're going to use, we're going to do two different techniques. The first is using a site called Surge. So Surge is free and allows you to deploy your front-end applications. So to be able to do this, we need to run this command right here. So npm install, and we're going to install Surge. Now I've already done this. I've run Surge before. So you want to run that, and then next we're just going to say Surge here. Now if you are using this for the first time, you're going to have to log in. I've already used this before, so now I'm just going to put the folder that my website is in. So our website is in this build folder, so practical react/build. And so what it's going to do is, I guess we get to pick our domain now. I'm just going to take the random default that they gave me, and it's going to upload our code there, and now it's published, and if I want to, I can go to this website right here, and my application will be there. So I'm going to copy that, come over here, put in that URL, and now here I can see my to-do list application that we built in the last video, and now it works just like it was locally, but now anyone who comes to this URL can now use it and try it and use the React application that we built. So that is the first method that you can do to deploy your React applications. So you build it locally by running npm run build, you get a directory which stores your site, and then you just upload that site to a website that will host it for you, in this case Surge. The next approach we're going to show you is something that I like to use, and that is with GitHub. So right here I have the website on GitHub, or I guess my React application on GitHub, and I have stored my code, and I'm storing it in Git so I can keep track of it, and I've keeping track of each video and each branch. So if I go to branch 15, I can see the code for the to-do list that we created. So what I like about this is I'm already storing my code here, and I can actually use this to be deployed. So my favorite site for deploying React applications is called Netlify. So if you come to Netlify, you can create an account, and then on the UI you can create a site. So when we create a site here, it's going to ask us what supplier we want to get it from, for example. So in this case, I'm going to say GitHub, and I can point it at that application that I have there. So in this case, I called this Practical React. I can copy that, and I can search for it over here. And then we can grab that, pick it. And now I can pick the branch that I want. So in this case, the branch I want to deploy is this one right here. For you, it might be master. But for this to work, you want to deploy your code to GitHub, or you saw there's a couple other choices you could pick from. And then what Netlify will do is do the command we just did. So we ran npm run build, but we can tell Netlify to do that for us. And then we just tell it the directory that our code is in. So in this case, it's in build, and that's it. After that, we can just click deploy our site, and now it's going to do the exact same thing that we just did for us. So if we come over here to deploying your site, we can see it being deployed. So what Netlify does is it takes the code that you have on GitHub and basically clones it, and then it first installs all the dependencies by running npm install, and you can see it installing things. Well, in this case, I think it's using Yarn, which is another package manager that you can use instead of Npm. So it's installing all that, and then it's going to run the Npm Run Build to create our code. So we can see it running that here now. And now we can see it kind of just building our entire project and if anything goes wrong, you can read the logs here and it'll tell you what's going on. And it says this site is live, so it's successfully launched. And now if I go up to the top, I think I can see this. If we go to Naughty Turing, we can now see the to-do lists. And now I successfully launched my to-do list application to 2 websites. So you can either go to the Surge hosted one, this Healthy Bird, or Naughty Turing over here on Netlify. And the reason why I like using Netlify is, one, it's a great service and it offers a ton of stuff out of the gate, and also a lot of advanced features that you'll need as you get more and more into React and do more things with it. And also now if I want to redeploy, all I have to do is I push my code up to GitHub, and then Netlify automatically auto rebuilds it and pushes the code here. Whereas if I want to redeploy to Surge, it's again easy as well. All I have to do is come over here and do Npm Run Build if I make any changes to my code, and then I run Surge again to re-upload it. So both ways are good. Pick which one you like, and that is how you deploy your React application.